Welcome to this energy check-in. We are here to see what are the energies around the eclipse, around the new moon. Many of us are experiencing a lot of discomfort within emotions, within connections, in the way in which we are communicating with each other. Everything feels very forced. Everything feels forced right now, okay? And most of us are also at the receiving end of a lot of disharmony when it comes to just like exchange of ideas, communicating even the simplest things, basic things communicate करने भी में भी बहुत ज़्यादा दिक्कत experience कर रहे हैं आप. And this is happening because a lot of masks are dropping. When I say mosques, all of a sudden it's raining over here, okay? So this is a change in weather, change in the mood, change in a general vibe of what is coming in for us. It feels unsettling, it feels uncomfortable, but it is uncomfortable right now because it is showing you where there is misalignment. Where is the misalignment? That is the message, that's the energy that this new eclipse is bringing in, that is being brought forward so that we can work towards it, so that we can tap into that energy and come into harmony within that. Okay, as I was pulling out the decks, the moth card dropped out, and this is a very, very specific significance to the twin flame journey. All right, and why I say that, because this is Luna moth. This is not just any moth. This is Luna moth, and Luna moths are known for having a very short lifespan. They have an incredibly short lifespan. They come into the world and their sole purpose here is to find a mate and procreate and then just die off. That's literally what they do. Okay, so today your faith might be a little bit shaky around the connection, around your person. You might be experiencing a lot of doubt and concern around if you are completely caught up in your head, if this is a fantasy which is created of the mind, or is it true, is it real. Many of us are even doubting the reliability of this person. Okay, this person whom I'm thinking that this might be my person, this might be my divine counterpart, are they mine or not? Okay, these kind of confusions are coming in, and how to navigate through this challenge is to allow yourself to be patient. You have already put out a question into the universe. You have already put out that energy of wanting to know the truth of this connection, of this person, of who you are. All right, and you need to give universe the time to bring the answers to you. And mind you, universe is bringing the signs to you, but each time universe brings in the sign, it brings in the confirmation of what this journey is about. Your conscious mind sort of like comes in forward and it starts speaking to you, it starts yakking. Oh no, how it cannot, it is just a coincidence, just another coincidence. You say that and you brush it off, and you continue to be in that loop of confusion. You continue to stay in that energy of completely cut off from your own inner emotion, from the intensity of what you feel, because you're wanting to know stuff through the mind, you're wanting to gather information through the mind. But this is not the journey of the mind, this is a journey of the heart. This is a journey of not feeling, not love. It's the journey of the eternal heart, of the higher heart. Alright, it's a source of everything that is. It is a source of love, it's a source of light. Not love as in relationships. This is not a relationship. Twin flame is not a relationship. It's a dynamic. It's a relating. It's constantly in the present moment. Only if you allow it to be. It's teaching you every single moment, with every single information that comes across, with every single emotion that comes across, with every single realization that you have about this person, about this path, this journey, about your purpose, what you're here to achieve. Through this beautiful path, through this beautiful journey, it's already unfolding step by step. only if you allow it to be. Right? In this constant white or black, it's like your brain wants to compartmentalize and, make sense of your situation. And I don't blame it. That's what it is here for. Your mind is here to calculate. Your mind is here to deduct. It is here to analyze. It's here to help you with day-to-day tasks. All right? And when it cannot compute, then the sparks start flying in the brain. It's like, what is this? What is this? I want to know. And we have all been through that, okay? But if you just relax into your body, when you just consult, with your own heart-centered awareness, just drop into your heart. And the answer is already there. It's going to be so clear. It's going to surprise you. And of course, there are going to be signs. Trust me, if you are on a true twin flame journey, there are moments wherein we get tangled up in confusion. There's another higher soulmate energy which comes in, and you sort of like feeling, okay, what is happening? What is happening with me? Is this my person? Was that my person? What is happening? Okay. And this happens so that the mind sort of like completely shuts down. There will be so much of conflicting information that gets thrown to you that you feel utterly overwhelmed. You're unable to accept and understand what is going on with me. Why is that happen? Why does that happen? That is happening so that we can shut down this mainframe. And so that we can tune into the nuclear energy of the heart, the quantum energy of the heart. Alright? So, some really interesting words coming across, okay? So, Luna Moth is a very, very special sign. It's a very special signification, especially to Twin Flame path, Twin Flame journey. If you're here as a divine counterpart, this card is coming in, this animal spirit is coming in to remind you of the higher information which is in the quantum field. This is the air sign, okay? So this is like higher information coming into you. Today you might be experiencing headaches, head pressure. It's like someone has put a lot of heavy weight on your heads. You might be feeling like pressure inside the veins. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like, I hope you understand, because it's like just the pressure in the veins that I'm sensing, okay? You might be experiencing like sideways pressure in the temples of the head. You might be experiencing a lot of sleepiness, drowsiness. You just feel like in the middle of the day, you just feel like sleeping off. You cannot compute. You cannot function. Okay, you need rest. Please take that rest, because there are light packets that are coming in. These encoded information comes in the form of like light energy to you in the form of knowing, right? Sometimes it's latent knowing. It's like that information you receive, that drive comes down, but you're unable to understand it, everything in that moment. Sometimes it's sort of like opens up like a zip file for later. So it's very heavy. It's a large file, and thus it's very heavy. Although I don't like to use all of these computational terms, it makes you seem very inorganic, okay? But just for the sake of reference, I'm just using this metaphor because it's easier to understand this way, okay? Sometimes the download that is coming into you is a very heavy file. It's a very large file, okay? So it comes in the form of a zip file. You feel extremely blown away. It's like your head starts spinning round and round. You feel like eyes are closing in. You want to just sleep, alright? If you sit down and meditate at that point, you are going to experience massive changes within you, within your own understanding, within your own awakening, okay? But if you feel like it's getting all too heavy, please take some rest. It's going to make sense, alright? And the signs are going to be there. I was speaking about the signs, okay? Is this my person? Is this not my person? Leave things be. Be okay with not knowing. This is something which was coming across since the last 2 weeks, okay? We are too concerned with the numbers and the signs and, okay, I saw this butterfly, I saw that bat, I saw this rabbit. But, it doesn't have to mean something. Not everything needs to mean something. Sometimes it's just there for you. It's just there for us to be in nature, be one with nature. Right? To see yourself reflected in someone else's eyes, So So not everything needs to make sense. Most of the things don't make sense. They're not here to make sense, all right? Life is not something that you can make sense out of, but rather it's like, it's how you understand it, right? I understand life completely differently than the way you do, probably, and that's a good thing, isn't it? Right? So not everything needs to make sense, dear one. Please stop pressurizing yourself into understanding. Okay, I need to decipher, I need to know the meaning, I need to know where this is leading me in my next step of the way. Doesn't have to be. You are already being led. You're already being led by God Almighty. You're being already being shown the path ahead. The next step that you need to take forward, it'll be there like that. Okay, this is what I need to do right now. Be in the moment, and the more you allow yourself to just be completely and utterly in tune with your body, things are going to clear up. There is going to be light. That light is descending already. How it's descending and banishing away the darkness. This is the darkness of the mind, right? Avidya, ignorance, right? This avidya, we were born with it, all right? And we are now coming to terms with the eternal aspect of true self, the infinite aspect, the part of our journey where you don't need to ask the question, all right? So much conflict in the energies, the mind shuts down, and I guess it must be the point to shut down the mind. Exactly. Like, you must have heard this in many places. This is a journey of the heart. This is a heart-centered awakening which is happening, right, for you. And that is why there will be many, many moments wherein there will be extreme emotions that come up. Unbearable, intense emotions out of nowhere. You just listen to a few words. You just listen to a certain song. You might be going about your daily routine, and something that you remember that your person mentioned, or you start experiencing the energy around, and then there it is. There are tears in your eyes. You're moved to the core. In those moments, you find it difficult to even focus on what you were doing. All right? And it's a very, very intense journey, but you were meant for it. I'm getting the words advanced level training. So you have taken some advanced level training, dear one, all right, to walk this path. So walk this path with your head held high. Do not hold it against you. Do not feel pity for yourself. It's not a curse. It is a beautiful liberation that is happening for you. You're being set free, right? Through your own recognition of self, through your own eternal remembrance, you're being set free, right? And it's before that there is going to be some cooking, some pressure cooking, right? And I feel like it's a process, and maybe we just get used to it after a certain while. But we are all experiencing this unanimously, that the intensity is going on escalating, it's going on rising, all right? This might be the intensity of the emotions felt. This might be intensity of the change in relationships that you're experiencing around, the intensity of your own life circumstances, right? Intensity of the world order. We can see how things are just like in pure chaos around right now. Why is this happening? Because there is a huge shift which is taking place. It's a polar shift. All right, it's a tilt shift for the earth which is taking place. The earth is literally like changing its axis, right? And that is why we are all experiencing cosmic energies to this level. I'm not even finding the words right now, right? So it's a massive, massive shift which we are here to experience, and so it's a once in a lifetime kind of an experience, and it's a very incredible time to be alive at this moment, right? Okay, so today's reading, I feel like let me just start off with the masculine energy, and then what is it that you need to know, about your journey currently, or what is the information that is wanting to come across for you. The masculine, I feel like there is a lot of chest pressure, there's a lot of intense emotional heaviness that this masculine is feeling, especially for his feminine today. There's a heavy missing energy which this masculine is experiencing. Okay, what is it that God wants you to know about your masculine? Okay, what is it that you need to know about your masculine today? Out of the deck, 9 of Pentacles. So so right off the bat, when I look at this card, this masculine is really impressed with you, first of all, and they're just like, how are you managing this situation with such grace? Like, it's like so effortlessly. I feel like I'm in the middle of a jail, like I've been put in Tihar jail, and you are here, just like going about this breeze. No, it's because you have done the work, dear feminine, and they sort of like get inspired with it. Look at this, just as I mentioned, inspired, I receive the Star card. I have the Justice card, I have the Ace, and the Ten of Swords. So there is a specific ending that this masculine is coming about, okay? And this is in their personal life. This is with regards to a partnership or a partner. This is like a romantic partner, or it may be a business partnership which is coming into an end for this masculine. It did not end nicely. It was not a pretty ending, but there is some backstabbing energy which is happening right now, alright? Which is weighing very heavy on this person's heart. Yeah, I have the Justice as well. So everything that I said about a relationship, a connection coming into an end, this might be a business partnership coming into an end. It's a very nasty end, very ugly end, which is like showing up in a place of law, alright? So, but this person is hopeful. This masculine is holding hope today within their heart, that someday probably they are going to come across you once again and be reunited with you, alright? Yeah, there is some hopeful energy for a new beginning which is coming in. They are unable to let go of that positive hope. I feel like you are the slim ray, you are the slim chance of something big, something beautiful showing up in this masculine's life, alright? And they are watching you from afar, I feel. They're watching you from afar, quietly, surely. And I especially love how these colors are getting reflected in each other, the greens, right? So there's a lot of compassion that this masculine is feeling towards you. I feel like there is general disinterest as well. The lack of interest in socializing, the lack of energy. It's like they can't even manage to put up a show now. It's like they don't want to put up a face in front of anyone. It's like, hey, this is what it is, it's like I'm done acting. I don't want to act anymore. This is not my cup of tea anymore. There is also a lot of rebellion around this masculine, I feel. Might be so that the family members around them or their friends around them are discouraging this masculine to take this stand against something or someone. They are sort of like discouraging this masculine, but I feel like they have already made up their mind, and it's like this is a decision which cannot be shaken. It's like, I have decided now. This is way out of my hand now. It's like I cannot, right? It's a very difficult situation, but somehow this masculine is managing to, hold the ray of hope. There's a very deep level of healing which is taking place for this masculine right now, which also explains the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, what else? Cross for this masculine. There might be some stresses also around, because all the while I was reading for this masculine, I was having this frown on my forehead. Okay, so there is some deep stress that this masculine is taking. Cobra and cheetah. Okay, so things are finally set in motion. It's like this masculine has taken some sort of an action for himself. It's like standing up for himself. And this is not just any cobra. This is a spectacled Indian spectacled cobra, which is not to be messed with. All right. So I feel like this person has brought out the big guns, and they are going after what they feel is right, is true, is just, is fair. All right. They are taking action towards something that they should have done a long while ago, but the situation was not allowing them to do so. Also part of the karma. That is why this happened. Also something about alertness I'm getting. This masculine is incredibly alert at this point of time. Alright, alert with regards to what? Alert with regards to people around them at work, their social circle as well. You know, many of the people's masks are dropping. It's like people that I consider to be my own, I do not have their loyalty. So it's a very strange, it's a very unsettling and disappointing energy that is coming across from this masculine. It's like maybe some people have gone against this masculine as well, right? Not a good feeling, not a pretty feeling. What else does this masculine wish to convey to you? Yeah, I have the stone. It's like coming to a certain stability within themselves, understanding their own inner world in a much deeper way. And this is a very hermetic sign, okay? It's a very, very occult sign, which represents the important aspect of sacred geometry. Higher cosmic order is in motion right now for this masculine. And they are just allowing. I feel like there is a lot of destructive energy around this masculine right now, okay? And they are just allowing. They have taken a step backwards and they are allowing things to fall away. Things that are not aligned with this masculine are naturally now falling away. Yeah. It's a very strong energy. And this is like higher forces at play. I have the star, which is major arcana. I have the justice, which is again major arcana. I have the stone coming up. So it's like strong energies, strong changes that are taking place around this month for this masculine. This masculine may be a Virgo or Gemini. Yeah, because I'm experiencing a very strong mercurial energy. It's a very high mental energy which is coming across from this person. Also, many of the people are looking at this masculine getting dominated. I'm sorry. They're feeling like intimidated. Maybe people used to dominate this person, okay? People have pushed this masculine around a lot and they have been very sweet. They have been very kind. They have been very agreeable, very adjusting, very flexible. This masculine has been very sweet and kind to everyone around. Certain people have been taking that as a way of like pushing this person around. And now it's like they are firmly standing up against any BS. It's a very strong fire energy coming across. Like this is a fire sign. Again, I have two fire signs. And I have the Ace of Wands coming up. Also I have an upward triangle in this as well. So I feel like it's a very high highly flammable energy coming across from this masculine, okay? It's like enough is enough. And now they are bringing up this very potent confident side of them out in the open, and many people are now getting intimidated. They feel like, oh God, this is a very dominant person. No, but it's not domination. It is just standing up for what is right, what is correct, what is true, right? This masculine is here to show how people's moral compasses are broken. It's a very powerful, very strong energy coming across. It's like how my own compass was broken. And you came around, dear feminine, you came around this person's life and you just showed them the plain mirror. And what they saw, they hated. They hated what they saw about themselves in you. That is why they took off. They could not bear to see themselves in that light, you know. You introduce this person to their highest self, to their highest version of self, okay? I'm also getting the words on guard. So this person is also a little bit alert. When it comes to trusting, I feel like this person is going to take some time in trusting, okay? I have the guide, inheritance, correction. Yes, that's what I was feeling. This is a corrective energy, right? This person is making some corrections, things that they needed to do, actions that they needed to take long time back, right? But they just were giving the other person the benefit of doubt. But this person is recognizing now the bell is ringing. It's like the alarm bell has gone off, right? It's like now things need to be done now, all right? There are connections that need to be made, the forgotten, missed opportunities, fear of failure. So earlier, due to the fear of failure, this person did not tap into certain opportunities, certain projects, certain doors were opening for this person and they were too fearful to walk through them. But this person is now no longer allowing that fear to hold them back. Alright, so it's a beautiful rain of energy which is filling this person's energy with courage, motivation, fearlessness. Gemini, he is in Vedic, right? Right, because it's a very strong Mercury energy that I was sensing. Yeah, and this person is holding on to faith in God, that you guys met for a reason, alright? Faith in the higher power, that things will align soon, right? This person might have certain interest in astronomy or astrology, but very strongly I'm feeling astronomy. They might love to stargaze, look up at stars. They might have this interest of looking at celestial bodies and taking photographs on their phone. They might even have certain high-end telescopes, okay, high-powered telescopes as well at home. They love stargazing. They have a lot of knowledge on constellations probably, or they might follow certain organizations like SETI, like the organization for spotting extraterrestrials, something like that. Like they have a lot of interest in aliens and stuff, right? So I'm getting something about satellites, something about stars, stargazing, astronomy. Yep. This person also has a high temper. They have a high temper. They have a very sharp temper. But they are very much in control of it because I have the stone card. So I feel like they use their temper for good, not for bad. They are quite in control of their own Mars energy, solar energy as well. So they have a good self-Mars. They have a very positive Mars. Okay, it's not a negative Mars. Sometimes people will have a very overactive Mars, but they will like be very sharp around the edges. This may be in terms of words that they use. This may be in terms of the energy that comes across from them. It may be very dominating, brash, impatient kind of an energy. But this person has a positive, it's a very strong Martian energy which I'm picking up on. So they want to go after that which is fair. They fight to protect. This may be protection of dharma. This may be protection of the weak. This may be protection of what is right, what is true, what is just and fair. Okay. So this person is not the one to pick up a sword and fight just for the sake of fighting. Alright. There needs to be a cause, there needs to be a purpose, and then this person sort of like raises their hood. Alright. When they need to fight, they won't back off. They won't back down. Right? Okay, so this is all that is coming across for this masculine. Now we are coming to what do you need to know with regards to your own journey, your feminine. Let me take these cards as well. I don't know if they might repeat. Okay, what is it that you need to do? You need to do. I said, dear feminine, there is nothing that you need to do. Feminine simply needs to be, alright? Because the feminine is here to master surrender. You're here to master nurturing, love, acceptance, peace, joy, vitality. You're here to master rest. You're here to master flow. Because you are flow, you are a part of nature. And thus, you're here to master surrender, dear feminine. So in essence, there is nothing that needs to be done. Flow with the river. Okay, observe water bodies. When you start observing the ocean, rivers, ponds, lakes, any water body, you are going to learn more about yourself, right? And I have the butterfly. So this is like a constant transformative state that you are in. It is tiring you out a little bit, and you are not seeing the changes, which is also a mood breaker for you. It's like, why is nothing changing right now? Why are things not moving forward? I'm trying so hard. I'm doing everything that I can. And what am I missing here? You're not missing anything, dear one. You are not missing anything. The work that you're doing is showing up. Look at this, 10 of Pentacles. Alright, it is showing up in the way of opportunities, new overseas projects. It is showing up in the form of new connections which are beautifully aligned with your energy. It's not like the kind of past friendships that you've experienced, it's like through a lot of struggle you have just maintained this relationship as a challenge to yourself, but you're going to see more harmony in the coming connections, in the new connections that you're going to form. These are like soul aligned, soul tribe kind of an energy which is coming across for you, and things are changing. Behind the scenes, things are always converting, transforming, aligning. Things that you don't see right now. You don't see the caterpillar transform, change into a butterfly from the cocoon. Okay? It's hidden. It's hidden from you right now. Alright? And I also see the crocodile at the bottom of the deck. So you need to take a step back and, to rest, to observe. Also, you have this habit, dear feminine, of taking everything upon yourself. It's like coming into this self-blame energy. I don't see any change, meaning there must be something wrong that I'm doing. It's not so always. Alright? There are, most of the times there are, but you don't need to take that upon yourself as self-blame. Observe quietly, silently, detaching yourself from your own identification of self. See life just as it is, just as a bystander, just as an observer. Do not absorb all of the energy that you are experiencing right in front of you. Not all of it is positive. Alright? And you have a very sharp and a keen sense. You have a very keen sense of people around you, dear feminine, at this point of time. Please rely upon your better judgment. Please rely upon your intuitive instincts. Something is not right, you will feel it within your own body. Okay, it might show up as a tingle, it may show up as a contraction within your own belly. It might show up in the way of your shoulders, just like even for a microsecond, if they go up like this, it's a feeling of being unsafe. Okay, your body is always pinging you. It is sending you messages, it is communicating with you, it is talking with you. But we don't know how to read that language of the body, right? The signals that our body gives, because we are not adept in that language. We are learning, we are developing that connection between our mind and our body. Our body is always talking to us, and it is our job to just like tune into the body wisdom, into the body intelligence. Yeah, so please take a step back, dear feminine. You don't need to act, you don't need to do anything right now. Okay, what else do you need to know, dear one? Wow. Okay, look at this. That is why I felt like I needed to, put those cards back in. This is the exact card that I received for the masculine as well. So this tells me that both of you are in beautiful harmony, dear feminine. You and your masculine are exactly on the same scale, alright? It might not seem so like in the 3D right now, but spiritually both of you are highly aligned. Both of you share the same moral compass. Both of you root for the same things. Okay, and this is a beautiful mirroring energy which is coming across for you and your divine masculine, right? The stone. So this is a wonderful stability which is coming in within this connection. And also I have the judge, right? For the masculine I had the justice card coming up. For you I have the judge. So this is like, I spoke about this black and white, okay? So not everything is black and white. There are certain gray areas which we learn to accept about ourselves, about the other person as well. Yes, they may not be on the same page as you are with regards to certain things, but understand that this masculine is making certain choices in their lives because they need to go through that egoic death. They need to go through those lessons which are going to help them shine, to help them step into the light, to help them step into their highest purpose, right? So in order to come into that transformation, this person needs to make certain choices. Now, some of the times, these choices may be against you. These choices may go against this connection as well. They may go against this love. Doesn't mean that love does not exist. Love is always there. Love is independent. Please understand, dear feminine. This is something that, we learn along the journey, that this love that you feel for your divine partner, for your masculine, it is independent of anything which is happening in your life. It is independent of where you came from. It is independent of your background. It is independent of your status, independent of religion, independent of the cultures that you come from, independent of the choices that you're making, whether you are committed or not, whether you're married or not, whether you have kids or not, whether you have boyfriend, girlfriend or not. There may be an age concern. Love has no limitations. Love is independent of anything that is happening between the two of you in your 3D lives. And you will see that. If you are on a true twin flame path, you will see this love blossom, not in spite of everything, but despite of everything. It's like whatever is going on, bhai, this care, this genuine compassion, this genuine connection that I feel is going nowhere. Yeah, and that is how we know. That is how we come into that confirmation within. It hits you like a frying pan on the head one fine day. And there are going to be signs, yet there are moments of confusion that come in on this journey. But the universe is constantly sending you those pings. Okay, sending you hints. And yes, at times we get irritated, at times we feel loved, at times we feel very cherished. This is a very sweet journey, right? It's a hard journey, but at the same time it's equally sweet. It's equally rewarding. because you get to meet this highest version of yourself which you never thought existed. Okay, what is this happening within me? You come out of hiding. There is no place to hide on this journey, okay? It's like peeling back the layers upon layers. Temperance and the Empress, okay? You're here managing your temper, dear feminine. I feel like you're having certain issues around anger right now, managing your anger. You're working upon healing your own Manipur chakra, okay, your own solar plexus. It's all of those times where you have allowed wrong to happen. All of these things are coming back right now, so that you can make a mental note of it, so that you can understand that sometimes staying quiet is not the best thing to do. There are times to stay quiet, and then there is a time wherein you must speak up. You must voice out your opinion, right? You must pass your judgment as well, right? So that is what you're learning right now. Because you know what? When there is something wrong which is happening with some other person or with you yourself, if we do not speak out loud, that energy still gets trapped within you, right? It just doesn't find a way out. You have not expressed that anger. You have not shouted upon someone. You did not fight. You did not, confront it. But that energy, that fire, that anger within you which was coming up sort of like went down, and it got housed somewhere around the navel, right? That is what we are healing right now. Yes, surely, dear. You can reach out to me in the DM. Yeah. There is also a lot of self-doubt, dear feminine, about being a feminine, I guess. Am I a feminine or not? I sometimes feel like I'm the masculine. No, it's like you get those thoughts because you have been operating in a very tomboy, masculine kind of an energy for a very long time. That is why you feel like you always need to be on guard, on control. You need to take care of everything. You feel like you're responsible for everything. But it was just because of your situation that you were pushed into claiming that polarity, right? But now we are sort of like learning to come into balance within ourselves, right? It doesn't need to be so. You can be equally soft with yourself, okay? Within your own roots, laying down the roots. The feminine is laying down the roots for what is to come, alright? And sometimes the answer lies in the ancestry, okay? I'm also getting the key over here. So the answer lies in the ancestry. There's this wonderful thought that I received today, about our own ancestral healing and the kind of lineage that we come from. This ancestral healing is not solely done sitting on a yoga mat, meditating. Alright? Sometimes the best thing to do is to go out in the open, meet people, meet your family, meet your uncles, meet your aunts, meet your grandparents. If you're blessed to have grandparents around, go and meet them, go and talk to them about old times, just observe them. You will learn this beautiful aspect of their fears, their concerns, and you will be able to join the dots. You are like, okay, this is what this comes from within me as well. It may be a very small thing. For example, I'll tell you, I have always had this apprehension about making a call. It might seem very ridiculous, but This is something that I've had for the longest time. I cannot just pick up the phone, dial the numbers, and just like call someone. I always, step back a little bit. I think about it. What are the words that I'm going to say? Would they be busy? Would they get mad at me? Would they ignore me? What would happen? So there would be this moment of pause which brought about a certain discomfort in me always before making a call to anyone. It may be even, my very close family members, right? But this one time when I was sitting with my grandma, she told me the exact same thing. She said that, I have that, oh, I do not want to disturb someone. I'm like, oh God, this is where this comes from. And that is a moment of beautiful connection that deepens. So connect with your uncles, connect with your aunts, like mindfully, not just going them to meet with a mithai ka dabba and just like coming back. Upar se sab baatein ho rahi hai. No, just like sit with them, just talk with them. Some things might come up, dear feminine, which can bring about profound healing within you at this point of time. Because roots for me always, it's about ancestors, it's about lineage, right? They are the roots on which our tree stands tall, right? So and in any tree, the roots are the integral part. If the root starts rotting or if the root gets damaged, the entire tree collapses, right? So I feel like right now the feminine needs to deepen into her own close connections. I feel like you might find very important information there. Also, with this Two of Pentacles and Seven of Cups, I feel like this is something to do with regards to your masculine. Your masculine is there on your mind today since a very long time. I feel like it's constantly there on your mind. You're feeling rejection somehow today. That pain of rejection might be coming up. Not being good enough, feeling rejected, feeling abandoned. It's like, oh, there is always a better choice, So I was not chosen. I was not chosen. Why? Because I did not choose myself. So affirm it to yourself. Have positive affirmations in place. It's like, I choose myself. I prioritize myself. I love myself, right? Anyone who can love themselves, only then can they truly love someone else. And that is why I feel like it's a joke. When you say I love you, it's already a joke. It's like, when people can't love themselves fully, how can you expect them to love others? It's impossible. It's blasphemy. It's literally blasphemy, right? So first we must learn how to return to love, how to embody love ourselves, how to be love. Love is not a verb. It's a noun. Right? It's not an activity. It's who you are. You are love. You're full of love. You naturally love, dear feminine. Okay. Let me just pull out one last card for you, dear feminine. What is it that needs to come across for you with regards to the journey and the masculine? Camel and turtle. Okay. So this is like, again, harmonization. Harmonization of your inner fire and water. I feel like looking at a water body, looking at just being near the ocean, being near a water body can bring about profound healing within you at this point. You can even listen to ocean sounds or water sounds. Sound therapy can help you at this point, okay? Yeah, and there is a lot of beautiful wandering energy which is coming across for you, okay? It's like you have a lot of plans for your future, which are beautiful plans. Sometimes they may be over ambitious, but God likes it, God likes a good challenge, all right? And you're definitely capable of achieving them, dear feminine. You are absolutely you know, blessed with imagination, and anything that you can imagine, you can achieve. All right. So, God is asking you to hold that ambition. All right. But give that ambition ground. Take small steps forward in the same direction. Hi, I couldn't hear you. Yes, it's for the collective, dear. It's collective reading. I saw the turtle today sitting on top of a yoni, I think, of Ma Kamakhya. Yeah, lovely. Lovely. Wonderful. Yeah, so some beautiful energies coming across for you with regards to your own sacral. Yeah, wonderful. So that is all that is coming across for you, dear feminine. I really hope this helps you. I love you so much. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys around.